figured since I did the other video, I was about this little tripod for my YouTube. Not trying to sell nothing. It's just got it from Best Buy, but it was only $20. But I needed that tripod. But yeah, just thought I'd make another video since I'm already out here in the mood. But I was trying to talk about NASA. That's what I meant to talk about, because I was talking to my homeboy about this the other day when we was chilling in the car. I don't try to, like, because somebody think different than me, I don't try to make them feel lower than I am, because it's like so many billions of people on the earth, everybody gonna think differently, but we just be throwing stuff out there just to, like, oh yeah, that's a good point, that's a valid point, yeah, but this and that. Like, it's like a healthy debate. We don't ever, like, get to fighting and, like, nah, like, if we disagree, we disagree. Like, we still homeboys. But basically, I got my car on. But basically, I was telling him about NASA, some stuff I found out, because I watched what's his name, Elijah Boy, Nature Boy. I watch Nature Boy. I watch a lot. I'm not gonna name everybody, but I watch a lot of people. But I like to listen to different people and different sides of different things, because I don't try to, like, oh, the earth is flat, oh, the earth is not flat. I just trying to listen to both sides and just be like, oh, okay, here's some facts I think is true and stuff like that. Like, I don't try to, like, be like, oh, the earth is, like, nah, like, you gotta have an open mind. But basically, I was telling him how I had found on somebody's YouTube. I've seen it before. I've seen it on, like, I only bring stuff up if I see it more than, like, once or twice, 3 times. But somebody was pointing out, I even looked myself, NASA.com. You go to NASA.com, you can go to the bottom, it's gonna say these pictures are CGI, computer generated image. I don't know, like, how valid that is. I don't want to see like I don't know what I'm talking about, but computer generated image to me means it was generated on the computer. It wasn't a picture. But with that said, they have different multiple years of pictures of the planet Earth up there, and I looked at them myself, and they have ones from back in like 2000. I forgot how far it goes back, whenever they first decided to do it, but they had some pictures, and like in every globe of the Earth, globe model, the Earth was like either a different color blue, different shade blue, or the continent of Africa was like all green, and the next time it was green with some oval in the middle. My homeboy, he had a good point. He said it could have been different seasons. That's true, but if you can see, I want to say like brown from outer space, like, I don't know, but he made a good point with that. But what I was saying was, like, the Earth is different shades of blue, continents different colors. And the biggest thing with me, that was the biggest, like, turn off what I seen, was the United States. It was normal size, what you think it would be normal size in one globe. And then like 2 years later in 2014, they took a picture, and the United States, like the whole side of the globe, we got the United States. I'm like, dang, I mean, I know we taking over the world, but the land can't grow like that unless we have some volcanoes. I ain't never seen those. But yeah, it was that big, and I'm like, okay, so how America just grow the size like that? Like, that picture fake? And he said could have been a different camera angle, but which is true, but there's no way it could look like United States taking up the whole Earth if Russia is like 5 times bigger than us. But and they on the other side, so that's just one country. But NASA been doing some stuff, and I was disappointed at Joe Rogan, because I used to follow Joe Rogan back when, like, Fear Factor came out. And then, like, I was like, oh, he a cool dude, basically. But I'll watch him on YouTube, and he'd be talking about stuff where, like, he'd be like, NASA's lying, and these pictures aren't real. He used to say all that stuff for years, and then I was so disappointed in him. His best friend came on the show with him, and there's an interview show, they videotaped it, and he just making him look stupid, like, because his friend talking about the same thing, like NASA lying about these pictures, and he was just like, how is NASA lying? Like, the picture's right there. But he was just making his friend look so stupid for, like, I think the video was like an hour or something like that. And I was just like, wow, like, you used to be the main one talking about it. But that just shows you that's like some Kanye stuff to me. Like they was talking some real stuff, and then that everybody thought was crazy, and then all of a sudden they flip flop. Now Kanye hanging out with Donald Trump, wearing blonde hair. We haven't heard nothing from him. A couple songs released, but who knows when they may do it. But my point is, if you know too much, they probably gonna come get you. They've gotten Nicholas Tesla blueprints and other scientists blueprints once they figure out how to make free energy. But it's such like a wide thing now that little kids can make this off YouTube, and they put it on YouTube, and you can make like a generator in your house that runs off itself or air or whatever. And Nicholas Tesla coils, they got Nicholas Tesla coils taking electricity from the air. That it's like, why don't we have free electricity now? Like they're saying that's what the pyramids were. Like they had Nicholas Tesla studied the pyramids, and then he made the Tesla coil, and that's the picture you see. Where's that thing that looked like in Spencer's when you touch it and electricity come to your finger? It looked like one gigantic one of those, but electricity's in the air, but it's not touching him. He's standing in the picture, and he said that you could pick up a light bulb in the room and it'll come on because electricity. We got electric bodies. That's something else I gotta talk about. But he like it's been invented. How long ago was he like alive? Like it's been out, and we still driving gas cars. You think the government don't know? Government, whatever. But you think they they got stuff beyond our technology. And I don't know if it's safe to say that the public should know everything or it shouldn't, because I feel like it might be a worldwide panic or something like that if we find something out. But I just feel like information should be shared, because I mean we could have been cured world hunger. That's another thing. We could have been cured world hunger and famine and all that stuff. Commercials on TV talking about, oh, can you donate this to feed the children? When they got the video cameras, they got people standing in Africa over there with them already. Like, why didn't y'all bring food with y'all? Like, why do we got to pay for it? Y'all got way more money. We get paid by the USA, so why we gonna give our money to them? Like, want the USA just give the money? Like, why they asking me? It's a lot of things I think about, man. I just gotta get it out on the YouTube, man. You sitting here thinking, but I don't want this video to be too long either, but I need to get somebody in here to talk with me on this stuff. But I used to have girls call me crazy and stuff. Like, why you talking that crazy stuff? Like, this is real. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, I can't talk to certain people because they're not on the same mindset. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to go with your tribe, your vibe, your tribe. But it's a lot of secrets being held from us. Like all of a sudden this year, like last couple years, everybody talking about melanin and your pineal gland, your third eye. When we been on it, it's been like subliminally placed in movies and cartoons. And then now, like since everybody has iPhones and touchscreen internet now, we all finding out about it. But they didn't study melanin a long time ago, but they never have. They have melanin meetings, but they never have any black scientists at the meeting. So, what does that tell you? Something important going on here. But what's the other thing I had said? It's a lot of things, like look up the Fibonacci sequence, flower of life. This is all things that help creation. This is part of creation. Like if you notice, like a snail shell, spiral in the snail shell is perfect. The spiral in that plants grow, you'll never see a leaf like right over top of another leaf. It's for a reason. It's like this by design. Listen to a song by Kid Cudi called By Design. But it's everywhere. They got snail shells, they got pineapple. If you see, like, look around the world, like in Rome and Greece and stuff, like on sculptures they'll have the pineapple or a pine cone, because it's the Fibonacci sequence, so you can see it in the fruit. They got flowers where you can see it. It's in your hair. It's in your arms and your fingers. Like, they got charts where you can look at it. Basically, a Fibonacci sequence is 3 plus 5. I'm gonna just start from 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. So you got 3 plus 5 is 8. And each one gets bigger, and it's like 5 plus 8 is 13. That goes after the 8. 8 plus 13, 24. It just keeps going. That's how you get your fingertips, and then you get your hand, and then you got your arm and your hand. That's how your foot is as big as your. If you put your foot on your forearm, it's the same length. I can go on and on. Another thing they were saying about that was, this is just information that I put together myself, but other people say it, and I just decide if it makes sense or not. But they say the reason we're in our left brain society right now is because when you look at the picture for left brain, right brain is creativeness and it's not organized, and left brain is straight lines and organized. We're in a left brain society, and somebody said something that made me think. They said everything, if you go in your house or a building, in your house, everything is a square. There's hardly anything round. Like, your windows are square, your picture frames are square, your TV square, your phone square. But everything in nature is circles. You don't see no squares in nature, except if like it's a crystal or something like that. But everything else grows in a spiral, moves in a spiral. You know, squares. There's no square animals for real. But your hair grows in a spiral. If you look at the curliness of your hair, and then look on the internet of frequency, it's like a frequency wave chart, and the spiral of your hair can tell like how it's a coil for the sun. You can get information just like plants. I'm going into so many subjects, man. This video is too long. I'm gonna end it.